Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Dear the Venerable Sangha, dear devotees, today is the starting day of our intensive meditation program. We know most of the venerables and meditators during the last retreats work very hard. All the venerables, they themselves determined and had been practicing. But today we are starting intensive program also. We know most of the venerables, they more like they will continue. So that we determine to maintain our intensive practice and silent practice, noble silence, and maintain noble silence and maintain meditation object. This determination together, we try to maintain our meditation period. So the little bit think of the Buddha time, one of the small story, and some small Dhamma, then we explain the meditation practice. When the Buddha there in the Sravati, Jetavana monastery, so various venerable there. Among the venerables, most valuable Venerable Sariputta, Venerable Mahamoggalla, Venerable Mahakashyapa, various very good venerable there. Among those valuable venerable, one of the very special venerable there, Venerable Santakaya. So one day the Buddha and Sangha gather to the preaching place. One of the venerable says, Bhante, that we have the one venerable here, his name Venerable Santakaya. The venerable very special. That venerable Sila naturally protected because bodily venerable very calm. Walking, every action very calm. And speech all the time very calm. Very special the venerable. So that the venerable explained to the Buddha. Buddha says, yes, venerable, this calmness is very useful. The venerable Santakaya is one of the most valuable venerable. So this calmness not come in today, it come from the past, his experience. Buddha had been explaining his past experience. He was a lion, big lion, in earlier period. So when his lion period, he had been training calmness. The lion, when it is sleeping time, sleeping to the right side. And when sleeping time, keep in mind how I am sleeping. Body, hand, leg, all keep focusing. Oh yes, this way and sleeping. When wake up time, see if any changes there. They again not go for food. Again sleeping because thinking this changes not suitable for the lions' generations. So that for the lions, no good it. They had to keep the mindful during the sleeping time, mindful when the wake up time, and also during sleeping, and had to keep the body without any shaking. Hand, leg, all had to be their same posture. So that this training he had been doing. So that he go for food, that if the posture not changes, when he sleeping time, same posture he had the wake up time. Same way, no any changes. So this mindfulness and this his training, Buddha says he had been having as a lion. This training come to today. Today also he think ordination life had to be calm. Ordination life, word, speech, talking, and also action had to be calm. So that's why Venerable became more calm early experience and today determinations. Buddha had been explaining the Venerables' quality together one of the Dhamma to the Venerables. Santakayo Santavacho Santava Susamahito Vantaloka Miso Bhikkhu Upasantoti Uchchati. Buddha explaining the Venerables, he have the bodily calmness and also speech calmness, mentality calmness, all the side calmness. And Venerables, they are not keeping the attachment to the worldly things, worldly sensual object. So such a one we call really calm one. Upasanta is real calm one. Buddha says calm bhikkhus. So here Buddha had been explaining the calmness and valuability of the calmness, how to get the calmness. Buddha had been explaining, so we will explain later. Here the Buddha explained about the calmness. Calmness, some people, naturally they have the calmness. We can say, oh, this person, very calm one. No? Some are naturally calm because of the past lives. Past life they had been training and today they are naturally calm as a wholesome results. The bodily action all calm and also speech also very calm. So this nature there, this kind of character we know our Aridhamma Mahathera. When the Mahathera died young, Mahathera's father saying he was very calm and also very mindful, even young age, very calm and mindful. When that time Mahathera's boy go to the ordination, age 17, go to the ordination. So Venerable Jinnavansa Mahathera taken for ordination. After that, given ordination, and when we ordain Galduwa, maybe after 30-40 years later, Jinnavansa Mahathera say to the Sangha, I had been watching the Venerable Aridhamma. Venerable Aridhamma is the disciple of the Venerable Jinnavansa Mahathera. I had been watching him. What I have to correct him, I say nothing to correct him. When he come for the ordination also same way calm and quiet and also mindful. Now also same, I have nothing to give some advice for him to correct. So Venerable Jinnavansa Mahathera is saying about his disciple. So like that, because this kind of calmness comes because of the past life determination, past life experiences. In the earlier Buddha Sasana and early ascetic ordination had been trained in the Sila power calm, and when he born, bodily calm, this calmness remained. So this is the nature of the determinations and experience earlier lives. So some of the lives not happening it. Some of the life, calmness had to train with the Dhamma. Beginning don't have, but after Dhamma, sometimes later calmness come. The Venerable Angulimala, that first period, studying period, he is very good one. So later, he became very rude one because of the teacher's wrong guidance. Become very rude one, start killing, bodily action become very rude. Talking very rude. So that very harmful, rude person to the world. So because of the Buddha's compassion, the later Angulimala converted. So follow Buddha's teaching, follow Dhamma. So life converted to the very calm again. Very calm and stable, not together with the attainments. This calmness comes because of Dhamma. The Venerable Angulimala trained Dhamma. Dhamma gradually developed, became calm and stabilized. So calmness, so naturally calmness up to some level because of the early wholesome results. Some calmness we have to develop with the Dhamma, then became calm. So this way, calmness is various types. So the Buddha explained calmness. Calmness, that we need calmness. When the Dhamma we are training, gradually calmness come to us. So that if we have the calmness, we know some of the Dhamma quality we have. If we don't have the calmness, if we ask what is the reason we don't have the calmness, if we ask question, so some they can give the different answers. Or because no mindfulness, that's why bodily no calm, mentally no calm, and speech no calm, no mindfulness. Some they can say. Another one, they can say, oh, that no concentration, that's why no calmness. Another one can say, the wisdom don't have, that's why no calmness. This is also reason, but main reason not that one. Main reason that agitation that make our bodily no calm, agitation make our spirit no calm. This agitation come from the evil objects. Until the evil object remain, that we cannot get this calmness. Evil power is the agitation creator, evil power. All the evil objects have this agitation power. Great object have the uddhacca agitation power. Hated object have the uddhacca agitation power. Delusion object have the uddhacca agitation power. Conceit object have the uddhacca agitation power. And remorse object have the uddhacca agitation power. All the evil object have the uddhacca is called agitation power. So then agitation bodily and agitation speech produced by the evil objects. Until the evil objects remain, our agitation we cannot completely stop. Temporarily some calmness come, but we cannot stop it. So main reason produce our agitation by these evil objects. So the Buddha says this evil object we have to remove with the Dhamma, then only agitation is disappearing. So we know our mentality distractions based on the evil object. So that evil object, we think it is external object. We think. So that here one word Buddha explaining, Vanta Lokamisa Bhikkhu. Lokamisa. Loka is worldly, amisa is object, is we call sensual object. Five sense, external sense. Eye object, ear object, nose object, tongue object, body object. It's called external objects come through these doors. If we see external thing, oh, this is very beautiful, we are focusing externally, but object is coming through the eye. Eye object is called eye perception. Sound also, we think it is external, very beautiful sound. No, internally actually it hear by our ear. Nose also same object, take to the nose. Tongue also object, take to the tongue. Body also sensation. All five objects we call worldly objects. These objects we keep attachments. We keep craving. We keep holding. So that's why our mentality not allowed to calm. Uddhacca is remain, distractions remain. Person always distractive, bodily distractive, mentally distractive, speech distractive. No calm down because of the craving object, these five sense object. So Buddha explained here, Vanta Lokamiso Bhikkhu. Vanta means vomited out these craving objects. Vomited means removed. That eye object, that no craving, removed it. Ear object, nose object, tongue object, body object. All removed means worldly object, all not crave. All the worldly object If we take to our eye, take to our ear, take to the nose, take to the tongue, take to the body, not the external. But we feel it is happening externally because of our ignorance. Wise one, they understand all the worldly objects is with our body, eye, ear, nose, tongue, body. So this object is craving part remove. Then Buddha says, such a one is upasanto, means that really calm one. Because distracting power from the eyes, distracting power from the ears, distracting power from the nose, distracting power from the tongue, distracting power from the body is disappear. Such a one we call calm one. So that really calm one. So Buddha had been explaining. So in the Dhamma talk, that Buddha explaining about the calmness. Real calmness is liberation. That we know if anyone really attain path portions, liberation. Others who don't have the attainments, we are wishing the liberation. So that in our Sri Lankan culture, you know that after Dhamma talk, when the Buddha says, by this merit power may all you attain liberation, Nibbana. They are very happy to hear this word. They very loudly say sadhu. Sometimes roof also going up because they are more happy of this word. But this wishes also good, wholesome object, but not really understand and do it. We don't know liberation is black color or white color or what color, we don't know. But we are blindly we wish it. It is also useful. But real wishes is not like that. Real wishes, we have to wish with the cause and effect. The liberation is results. The cause should be there for the liberation. If the greed remains that we cannot attain liberation, then we have to wish with the greed remove and attain liberation. We know that greed had to remove for liberation. And hatred remove and attain liberation. Delusion remove and attain liberation. Conceit remove and attain liberation. And also we have to understand other remorse, distraction, worry, all remove and attain liberation. So liberation based on these defilements. If the defilement disappear, liberation there. So we have to focus cause that these defilement not allowed to attain path portion. The defilement removal can attain path portions. So when we are wishing liberation, we have to focus defilements removal and attainment liberations. This is one way. Another one is when we are wishing, we need power of the mindfulness, power of the concentration, power of the wisdom. The mindfulness completions and attain the liberation. Concentration completions attain liberation. Wisdom completions attain liberation. This kind of wishes is detailedly we understand, and also we focus cause and effect. Cause for the liberation also we are focusing, liberation also we are focusing. This is wiseful focusing. So this way we had to be intelligent and focus and liberation. Then your wisdom come up. When you are wishing every day in this way, or that you have to understand, oh, greed I have to remove, no. Hatred I have to remove, no. Delusion I have to remove, no. So mindfulness I have to bring up, no. Concentration I have to bring up, no. Wisdom I have to bring up, no. These things come to your mind, you feel of doing it. So it takes time, but gradually you see your defilements gradually reducing, gradually your where meditation powers is increasing, your calmness also increasing. You can see the difference. So this way we have to wish our aim, goal with the right way, cause also we have to wish, results also we have to wish. So we know our venerables, they are doing right way. So we determine to do this kind of wishes and continue this practice until we attain. So today the starting talk, we had been explaining some Dhamma. because if we understand this path and we practice, more useful. So most of us, we know the meditation object, most of us, we know the meditation practicing way. That's why we had been explaining this kind of Dhamma. So we had to understand the valuability of practice. You know, our mentalities, you can see the difference between Dhamma object and worldly object. We can see both. Example, now we think this time if we have the great mind and this time if we have the meditation mind, what is the difference? Great object continue the great energy continue because of the great object, we are away of the liberation. So meditation object, if you give the meditation object, so meditation object not increase the great power, increase Dhamma power, mindful power increase, concentration power increase, wisdom power increase, you are getting closer to the liberation. You can compare. When your mentality get the hatred mind, you can compare hatred mind. So this hatred, if I allow this hatred to continue, what will happen to my life? If I give the meditation object in this time, what will happen to my life? If we allow hatred to continue, we are away of the calmness, away of the liberation. If we are giving the meditation object, gradually this hatred power reducing, mindfulness, concentration, wisdom power increasing, we are getting closer to the calmness, getting closer to the liberation. So wisely we have to understand. So Buddha knows this thing very clearly as like the transparent thing in the Buddha hand. If Buddha takes some transparent thing, some of the fruits, this kind of thing, transparent one, the amlaka, these things. So that Buddha is easily transparent, this kind of thing. So like that Buddha knows this Dhamma very clearly. So that together this clear understanding, Buddha teach this Dhamma to us, follow or not, it is depend on our abilities. But teaching duty Buddha already done. Practicing is depend on us. If we practice this Buddha's teaching, so that definitely we can make our life calmer, comfortable, mindful, concentration, wisdom, and define much lesser. So then your life become more brighter, shining, and Buddha Sasana also shining because of you. It depends on you. So that depends on your practice. So we determine during this period that continuously practice. That tomorrow morning we have to start. So continuously practice this meditation and develop this wholesome object, good object for developing the mindfulness, concentration and wisdom. So today the meditation objects we are not explaining much because most of us we already have the experience of the meditation practice. Basically, you can train your meditation object with the breath in, breath out, or you can train your meditation object with your other way. Some have the breath focusing, some are the loving kindness focusing, some have the experience of the recollection of Buddha, so they can train according to their ability. Vipassana meditators, they can train Vipassana object to develop the four base of the mindfulness. So whatever the objects you had been practicing, you continue it until you develop well. So training continuously is very important. During these 7 days, we determine to train continuously this meditation object. So definitely you can make your mind calmer. If you maintain continuously morning, afternoon, evening, night, tomorrow, your mind calming down. Later start some of the concentration. Beginning little bit only concentration. So later concentration getting deeper and you get the brightness. Sometimes later you get the transparent brightness, excess concentration. So then in the excess concentration, you can go to the deep of the meditation object and can concentrate. So later you can go up to the absorption concentration. Means you are absorbed inside the object and stay in the concentration. Then further, you can train this concentration, and later we can train the vipassana for attainments. So in the order, we can train. Sitting time, we try to maintain meditation object according to your early experience. And walking time also, we try to maintain the same object. If difficult, you can focus your steps, left, right, or lifting, moving, keeping. Or you can focus any other recollections of the Buddha or loving kindness objects you can train walking time. So sitting posture, we try to train 1 to hour sitting abilities we have to train. So in this way we determine during these few days continuously train meditation object. So we wish all of you to have the experience of the calmness, experience of the concentration, experience of the brightness, experience of the absorption concentration, experience of the deeper vipassanas, and we wish all of you to attain real calmness and attain all the path, fruitions, and nibbana. So we share the merits to our departed relatives and friends, and also the deva beings and worldly beings, that Chinese New Year is coming, so that our traditionally, as like our New Year for the China people, they are more focused on this traditional New Year. So we wish all of them to have the happy New Year. So especially that some of the Chinese devotees and also that local devotees, they are preparing very special dana, these things during this period because of the Chinese New Year. So wish all of them fulfill their practice and attain for the path, fruitions, and nibbana. Theruvan saranai. We share the merits. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Idang o nyati nang o tu sukita ontu nyatayo. Idang o nyati nang o tu sukita ontu nyatayo. Idang o nyati nang o tu sukita ontu nyatayo. Ettavata camme sambatang punya sampadam. Sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Akasatta ca bhummatta deva naga mahiddhika. Punyantang anumoditva cirang rakkantu sambuddha sasanam. Cirang rakkantu sambuddha desanam. Cirang rakkantu sambuddha savakam. Cirang rakkantu mamparante. Asming vihare ca arame adivatta ca devata. Anumoditva imam punyang rakkantu jina sasanam. Sabbe satta ca majjata hita ca ahita ca me. Anumoditva imam punyam bhajjantu amatam padam. Imina punya kammena mame bala samagamo. Satan samagamo hotu yava nibbana pattiya. Imina punya kammena mame bala samagamo. Satan samagamo hotu yava nibbana pattiya. Imina punya kammena mame bala samagamo. Satan samagamo hotu yava nibbana pattiya. Imaya dhammanu dhamma patipattiya buddham pujimi. Imaya dhammanu dhamma patipattiya dhammam pujimi. Imaya dhammanu dhamma patipattiya sangham pujimi. Addha imaya patipattiya jati jara maranam ma parimuncissami. Kayena vaca cittena pamadena maya katam. Acchayang kamame bante bure panya tathagata. Kayena vaca cittena pamadena maya katam. Acchayang kamame dhamma sandettika kalika. කායේන වාචා චිත්තේන පමාදේන මයා කතං අච්චයං කමමේ සංඝ පුඤ්ඤක්කෙත්ත අනුත්තර සාදු සාදු සාදු